Looks like we got a new friend!
Hello everyone and welcome to the Scratticus Academy. Today I'm going to run through a few quick things before I hand over to the lovely Anna. So first of all, Discord, run over there, hop in our Discord if you want to talk TTRPGs, D&D, whatever. There's an awesome bunch of people over there. YouTube, all this will be up on YouTube soon, and I think all of our finales are up now from last week before we start season 2. Twitter, if you want to get into a game, DM Scrat on Twitter, and we've got 5 viewer games coming up in the new season. We're full up for Christmas, but definitely drop them a message and we will find a game for you. We now doing this full time, and that's all thanks to you. Ways to support us can either be via Patreon. However, there are also some free articles on there which are a really good read. Some of them by the lovely Renee, who is in this lovely game today, so you can find them on there. Also our merch, which we use Redbubble for, and we currently have our very own Christmas jumpers, which you can get on there with our new Christmas Scratch Academy logo. We have some awesome sponsors in the form of Bird in the Storm and Maychan Press. And also there should be a tweet popping up in chat in a moment for Wild Magic Surges. You can either donate for a Wild Magic Surge, or every 10 retweets we will have a Wild Magic Surge. So I'm now going to hand over to the very, very lovely Anna. Hello, Anna. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. How's it going, everybody? My name is Anna. I'm gonna be DMing this. I hope wholesome game. So if things get a little bit rough, bear with me because it's my second time ever DMing, but first time DMing here on stream. So I'm excited to like play with everybody. But yeah, so that's me basically in a nutshell. What about Anarisis? Sis. How's it going? Tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe your character.
I can't escape
Anarisis.
the extra. All right. I'm gonna blame Jess for that.
Oh yeah.
Hello. Yes, I'm a narcissist. Fucking everywhere. I do role-playing games and other nerdy shit. I am playing a paladin. I'm playing an elven paladin by the name of Tinsel. And all I know is that this is going to be very lovely. So I have made a very lovely paladin that will definitely not be made to hit things very hard in case that comes up.
All right. Sounds like a paladin, like a wholesome paladin, which is what we might kind of want. But what
I'm
about
oath of devotion for this particular paladin? So he's very devoted to his friends.
This is perfect. I like this already. I have plans for you, maybe. But what about Renee? Am I saying that right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Yes.
Hi, I'm Renee. I am at Ray Deanne pretty much everywhere except Twitter, where I'm Ray Deanne R. I'll be around and I'll tell you more about who I am and what I do at the end of the stream. For now, I'm back after the stream this morning. Had so much fun and playing my Christmas kitty, Sugar Plum. She is a Tabaxi trickster cleric of Saint Nick. Wow.
I feel like I'm liking this wholesome kind of characters. I'm excited for what Pirate Jesus has in store. I don't know if it's going to be a curveball or not. But hey. Take it away.
Well, I did not get the Christmas note, but I am Pirate Jesus, and in curveball fashion, I have a half-elf sorcerer named Spaak, and he is going to be willing to get down to the logical end of this investigation to find the ingredients for whoever needs them.
Sounds good. I mean, I don't think it necessarily had to be a Christmas theme. So my dog says otherwise. But Alice, come here. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Alice. When I'm not doing all the academy stuff, I'm also a photographer. But today, I will be bringing back Teely Talbot, my halfling rogue, who's traveling everywhere to experience new things because she's writing Teely's travel guide, and she just always tends to find herself in a bunch of absolute shenanigans every single time. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this.
I like shenanigans. You've come to the right person. All right, everybody. Well, are you guys ready? I don't think my dog is ready. Come on, Remy, you got this. All right, cool. All right. So, let's start, shall we? Okay, so you guys, I never really said if you guys wanted to like know each other or not, but maybe we could bust that out real quick. Doesn't matter if you do or not.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. So you guys have been friends for a while. You've been adventuring here and there and everywhere, and you guys all get a letter from Tilly, just Tilly. A guy named Tilly to meet him at the Unicorn Steakhouse.
There's a unicorn steakhouse?
There is a Unicorn Steakhouse.
Like,
Do they sell unicorn steak?
I
Or-
imagine the place is named for a unicorn and they don't serve it.
is that why we don't have any unicorns anymore?
I'm concerned.
Like, are you guys ready for a wholesome time? Here's some unicorn steak.
Kill the unicorn.
We're all horrified.
Is there any more context in the invitation besides meet me at this
No.
steakhouse that may or may not serve unicorns? Okay.
That is all. It's up to you whether you want to go or not.
I mean, I'm a little bit nervous about the unicorn steak thing.
Hmm.
I feel like
Can
it's
look it
not
up
that
on,
far
like,
off.
Fantasy Yelp? Be like, Fantasy Yelp, how is this place? Does it serve?
Yeah, check how many stars it has. Check how many stars it has. Are they sparkly stars? Are they rainbow stars?
In actual, like, serious note, could I maybe roll like a history check to know something about this place, to know if it serves like
Actual unicorns?
unicorns? Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. First roll of the night. Let's see. Not great, friends.
All right, this is fine.
Yeah,
Everything
actually,
is
Tinsel's
fine.
vegetarian, so he's never been to a steakhouse.
Yeah.
So he has.
That's-
he has
yeah.
done.
So with a 9, you think that
Looks like we got a new friend.
they might serve unicorn steak just because it's called Unicorn Steakhouse. You're kind of unsure.
Well, if they're serving unicorn steaks, we should go anyway. At the very least, to burn the place to the ground.
Okay, sounds fun.
Well, I mean, perhaps we shouldn't burn it down. There might be people inside.
Well, yes, you remove the people before you burn it down.
Goody two
Then
shoes.
you burn it down.
I think at this point, Teely would you probably see like this little halfling with this notebook, making notes on this place in, you know, where to and where not to go when you're here. And she sees you and she's like,
Hi. So, what are you guys doing here?
Apparently, we're here to burn down a steakhouse that serves unicorns.
What? Why?
Potentially.
What, it serves actual unicorns or unicorns go in there to eat steak?
Don't know yet.
We're not
It's
sure.
kind of the burning down part hinges on it.
Well, could we ask?
Of course.
That seems far too reasonable for this group.
I'm trying to sell a book. I need a good reputation. By the way, have you seen Teely's travel guides? And she sort of holds it up and starts like giving you each a copy.
Oh,
I haven't. This is fascinating.
Well, I have now.
Tinsel will absolutely take to it immediately and begin reading.
I mean, I could go in and ask if they sell actual unicorn steak or they're the hunters or,
Yeah, and if it ends up that we have to burn it down, we just won't mention your name or your book.
And she sort
Hide
of
the
looks
book
at her
behind
book
my back.
and just like scribbles out the name of this like unicorn steakhouse just in case.
I think our first course of action is to meet, or at least see if there is someone looking for us, as we're supposed to meet a party here. So I don't think burning will be happening too soon.
You never know.
All right, shall we head in?
Yeah. All right, so you guys head in to this. You walk in, and it's basically a bunch of big, rowdy humans. They'll have like very big beards, and they're just kind of like cheering each other, like yeah, yeah, blah, blah, blah. What people do when they're cheery and drunk. I don't know. So you kind of see. Actually, roll me a. Oh no, roll 20, please, and do this to me. All right, so roll me a perception check.
Okay. Nice.
Oh,
Consistency.
oh,
Oh, after
Okay.
someone mentioned burning it down, we're sort of all attentive.
Very aware.
yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
I'm
Yeah.
distracted trying to look for unicorn steaks.
Yeah, as usual. So right, so Spaak, you notice this very old man in the corner, just like looking very, very frail, small. He seems small. Just sitting in the corner of the bar or the steakhouse, and just kind of like.
So he appears a little on edge and doesn't fit in with the rest of the usual crowd.
Exactly.
Well, I guess it's him then.
Yeah, I would definitely raise an eye and sort of look towards that gentleman and suggest the group sort of fan out. See if they hear anything else on the way to the end of the bar.
I'm gonna walk directly over.
Yeah. So you approach this man, and he kind of notices you approach him. He's like, "Oh, hey, hello. Are you part of the group that I sent for?"
Hi, yeah, Teely.
Old man.
Holds out her hand.
Tilly? Tilly. Hello?
Tilly and Tig. Okay.
It's gonna be very confusing. I swear I chose this name before the campaign.
So did I.
Well, I'm very sorry about my very vague and I guess weird letter, but nobody could know any details. And he kind of like looks behind you and like over his shoulder. Please sit down.
I will also start looking behind me and around wherever he looks.
So he like gestures to the barkeep and like does like looks very awkward. This man is very old and very awkward and just has no idea how to life sometimes. But so the barkeep brings over some beers and like some ale and just like pitchers of ale and beer and just like some cups. Whether you drink or not, that is your decision. Yes.
Do you have milk?
And she looks over to the barkeep. It's like this very tall, blonde, kind of like tannish skin woman. We actually have unicorn milk. And it's this thing called chocolate that we invented here in town.
I'm sure this is just me being stupid, but how do you milk a unicorn?
Well, actually, you see, depending on the race and size of the unicorn, it's not too big of a difficulty problem. The issue lies in where they pen the unicorns, and also, are they pulling meat from the offspring at the same time? Because it would make sense to keep the stable together and have a constant production.
Did not know
Did we
that.
already ask if they serve unicorn steaks?
Do you serve unicorn steak here?
She like leans in closer. We actually don't. And she like looks up, make sure nobody heard her. It's just a name.
Oh, okay.
Tinsel smiles and like
well,
leans back in his chair, very satisfied.
No
I will not
burning.
have to burn down your establishment.
yeah, that sounds good. If that's the case, then I'll try the unicorn milk.
Okay, yeah, sure. Would anybody else like to try some? And she looks at Teely like, what about you?
If it's not unicorn milk, then what is it?
Oh, it is unicorn milk. We just don't serve unicorn steak.
Do you know, I'll have a beer, please.
Sure, help yourself. And she like gestures to the table and then she leaves to go get some milk.
Yeah, she'll like reach over and pull the beer.
And
It's like a whole pitcher.
Yeah, she'll take the picture.
Yeah? Perfect.
The milk actually has rainbows. I wonder if the milk actually has rainbows.
She comes back with like you know at bars or wherever people go to drink, like flights of beers. She basically brings back one, and there's like a flight of basically milk, like little small things. And there's a pink one, a blue one, a yellow one, and a kind of like darkish brownish one.
This is amazing. Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
would,
go ahead.
No, definitely look
Take-
towards the pinkish one. Say fascinating and try to see what it tastes like.
Go ahead.
Sure.
I'm gonna take a shot of milk.
Gulp, 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 gulp. Yeah. So as you guys taste, as this like milk touches your lips, it's the most amazing thing you've ever had in your entire life. And it brings you back memories of like the most happiest thing that's ever happened in your childhood. And it just like brings this nice, warm, even though the milk is cold, feeling into your soul.
I love this. This is happy. Okay, sorry. Important things out of the way. What did you want us for?
And the guy's just like, oh, yes, you should try the chocolate one. It's also really good. Okay, well, see, I'm a servant of the king, and I've done something really bad. See, tomorrow, is the winter ball, and it's his daughter's birthday. She's turning 15, and it's a whole thing, and some monster stole our ingredients to make her special cake. And he like starts having a breakdown. He's just like, and there's like words, you cannot understand the words that are coming out of his mouth because he's just like so shook, some might say. And it's just like, I don't know what to do. And
It's okay.
Have some unicorn milk. It'll make you happy.
I was gonna say, Tina just pushes the pitcher towards this
yeah,
guy.
he takes like a shot of milk and then like starts chugging this pitcher of beer.
She's like, no, not all of it. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm so sorry. It's
So
okay.
you're telling us that monsters broke into the king's larder?
Yes, that's exactly it. We know what monster, or at least where it resides, but it's just, I don't know. I can't, the king can't know. He'll probably kill me. Maybe.
One of the
Violent
guards?
king.
Well, no, I wasn't one of the guards. I'm one of the servants, and I usually tend the kitchen. And I heard you guys were really good at stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you could help us. It's a big party. I really don't think he'll kill me, but
Most
maybe
likely
he
not.
will. You never know. It's a really important cake, though. So, and he like pulls this little pouch from his pocket, and it's this very big, super shiny gem. It looks like a diamond. It might or might not be a diamond.
It looks like
You
a
can
diamond.
roll for like what's that?
I said it looks like a diamond.
It's actually the only family heirloom I have, and I don't want to live a very luxurious life, so I don't really have any need for this. But maybe the king could help out and like give you a couple coins. But I also heard that this monster has a lot of gold and other stuff. So I don't know if you want to kill it, and it just keeps stealing our ingredients, and and he just like goes back into the whole like, I can't understand what you're saying, sir.
friend Tilly,
Yes.
Tilly, we are friends now, are we not?
Yes, I think so. It's been 5 whole minutes. That makes us friends, yes.
Of course. I could not, in good conscience, take such a valuable heirloom from you and from your family, but since we are friends, I will happily do this for you.
Really? He like stops and like takes a big breath. Thank you. It means more than you know.
3
and I-
things.
Huh?
Tinsel looks stoically off into the distance, probably just into a corner of the room, but
Just to heroic
really
in the distance.
I'm sure I could find use for a diamond. 2.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we can take down this monster. 3. Have you considered making a cake from unicorn milk?
At this,
You need more ingredients than just milk for a cake.
Might be a good base.
you're right. It's actually called. He looks around.
Spur.
We call it the 3 milk cake.
Oh, nice. Sounds like a
thus
cake I would like.
2 more milks.
Yeah, what are you missing exactly?
So we're basically missing everything but the milk.
Oh. That is a problem, yes. Otherwise it's just milk.
But what's the magical ingredient to these that makes them so special that we can't walk to the local grocer and pick them up for you?
It's the flour.
What kind of flour?
It's magical flour. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, okay. Also, one other question. What kind of monster?
He like pulls out this little book from his pouch, and like as he's kind of flipping through it, you can see that there's a lot of either like monster drawings or like drawings of cats and drawings of dogs, and they're all really, really good. Like, this man could make a living, like a killer living.
You know, if you don't, if you like, get fired or whatever from the whole cooking thing, you could probably draw and stuff for a living.
These are amazing, friends.
People
Tilly.
do that? Would people pay for my art?
Well, not if the king kills you.
Yes.
Oh my god, you're right. I totally forgot about that for like 2 whole seconds. Oh my god, he's gonna kill me. And he like starts flipping faster through his little book until he finally gets to a page where it's this like really big, or it seems very big, 3-legged, 3-legged, like 3-tentacled monster with like super sharp teeth. It's this thing.
How did that get into the larder in the castle and no one else noticed?
Okay, so our guards actually had a vacation, and I think it snuck in.
You
The
don't have
vacation.
The guards got off on vacation right before the king's daughter's birthday.
It was a week ago, and I just found
You
out.
guys really should have looked into that beforehand.
Do they have like replacement guards for stuff like that, or do they just all go on holiday together?
No, it's like a big holiday. We're all family. But I still think the king might kill me.
Tilly, it sounds like it's not your fault at all and that the guards are slacking. I mean, we can still do this for you, but like, I think you're okay.
You think so?
Yeah.
And in the end, it is just a
I look
cake.
over at Tinsel and like,
Just a cake? No cake, especially no cake that our friend is so concerned about is just a cake. Clearly, this is of vital importance. Friend Tilly, allow me to speak frankly. Of course, this is not your fault, as Sugarplum says. But Sugarplum, you cannot begrudge the soldiers, the guards, their time off. Where should we go? Where can we go to defeat this creature for you and save your cake?
And actually, can I roll Arcana to try to identify the monster?
Sure. Go for it. Oh, yeah. So as soon as you see this monster, it's super detailed and like a masterpiece that you know it's an Odiug. Or Odiug? Odiug.
Yeah.
I would relate to the
Trash
rest that
monsters.
this appears to be an audio again. I'm not sure why it's stealing magical flour.
Maybe it's making cake.
yeah.
Evil takes many forms.
Indeed.
But evil shall not triumph over friendship this day. And he goes back to staring off into the distance.
All
I'm
right.
sort of staring at him like, and trying to look where he's looking to see if he can see anything.
Yeah, Tilly also kind of looks like he looks very paranoid once you like look super cool out into the distance. He's like, oh god, they're onto me. Okay. And then he flips to like the last page of this book, and he kind of has a very rough, it's like he sketched it like super fast. And then he rips it out, and then he like shows it to you and like slams it on the table. So he's like, like this. Okay, so it kind of resides in this very big cavernous thing, and it's really scary, and nobody dares to go in except maybe you guys, right? So you're gonna make 2 lefts, and he like picks up the paper and like writes 2 lefts from here. You're gonna make 5 rights in a row. You're gonna go straight for about a mile, and then you're gonna do a U-turn because it's on the other side of the thing, and then that's where you're gonna find the cave.
Okay, and Tilly will jump off the stool.
Yeah. Sugar Plum takes out a little ornament. It's like a little white poof ball, but with a little hook on it, and then hangs it over Tilly's ear, and then walks away.
I will just clap him comfortably on the shoulder so we walk, and not quite shake my head following the group.
Friend Tilly, you have nothing to worry about. We are, perhaps, the most capable heroes in all of the lands.
So I've heard. That's why I hired you guys. You guys are like my best friends now, and I owe you my life. And he like scooches over like the diamond, but he's like, oh no, maybe you guys should finish the job first. I've never done this before, I'm sorry. And he like puts it back in his little pouch, and he just like watches you go by and like waves you off.
We shall return victorious. The moment we're outside the front door, do we know what we're doing?
Yeah, we're taking 2
Roughly.
lefts and then 5 rights.
That's all we know that we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't have to kill the thing, do we? We just go in there and ask real nice for this flower back.
Well, they don't usually respond well to asking nice, but we could try.
It's okay. I could try steal it back if we don't.
We can ask. And if this foul creature does not believe in holidays, cakes, or friendship, then it must be destroyed.
Wow, okay. But Julie's like, oh good, just walk in front of this guy. Like,
Lead on.
Tough
Friends,
love.
Tilly. This is confusing.
tell me about it.
It's like somebody planned it. All right, so you guys make your way to this place, and at like a point you kind of get lost, but you're still in town. There's some people kind of walking by, and you still have that paper. I'm not sure whoever ended up getting or
I probably would have picked it up off the table.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And there's like a rough sketch in the back of this Odiug. So you guys seem a little bit lost. And just for a second. So if you want to, ask anybody for directions, you're more than welcome to do so.
Can I ask a passerby where I can find a foul, 3-tentacled monster that doesn't believe in friendship?
Yes. Yes, you can. What's that?
What would I roll? Would that be persuasion?
Well, roll me a charisma check.
Okay, can do.
No, actually, yeah, persuasion. Yeah.
Definitely can.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
a good
cool.
roll.
Yeah, so as soon as you approach this person, it seems to be this very short, red-headed very tiny lady or girl. You're not sure, like, it's like you're not sure if she's like very young or like a child. But as soon as you approach her, like her eyes like kind of go towards you and like, do you guys watch anime?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So she like she like looks over to you and like her eyes kind of get big and kind of like twinkle, and she's just like, and she's kind of in shock to see you.
Small friend. And I will gesture to the drawing that Spock is holding. Have you seen a foul creature that hates friendship? And if so, where?
As
This
you
is
kind
what
of
I
like,
type up in the background. It would be in a large cavern.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes, I have. And she like tries to look away from you, but she can't. And roll me an insight check.
Okay. Boop.
Oh,
Hey!
perfect. You're rolling great today.
Same number twice. That's how I do it.
Jinx
So
and-
you notice that this small person is like in awe of your beauty. Like she's never seen anybody that looks like you before. Like she's fangirling basically. We're trying to, you know, put a word to it. She's just like,
Teely
I will-
leans into Sugar Plum and say, do you think they're okay? They've been
No.
staring at each other for quite like she flips open like her pocket watch. Like 3 minutes now.
I'm really not sure. I'm starting to get worried.
Well, do we keep moving or do we? I don't know.
Can I roll an investigation to look at the map? While he's doing this, I'm sort of, you know, trying to make sense of the old man's map.
yeah, go for it.
I will look stoically into the distance and say, small friend, we must know where this creature lies, so that we may smite it down.
At this, if this was an anime, there'd be like blood running like down her nose, and she'd just be like, and she just like falls backwards. And as soon as she does, and she just kind of like falls slightly on her back, Spock, you're like, oh, I've had this map upside down this whole time. Yeah, guys, it's actually 2 lefts and 5 rights. So, oh no. Oh,
Relatively
ooh,
simple to
we
backtrack.
get to roll stuff.
Yeah, Sugar Plum leans over to Teely and's like, so, is he that cool?
Are we supposed to have heard of him? Because I really haven't.
I know, me neither.
Is it rude if I haven't? Like, we could try work out who he is. Has he done something important? Oh, I feel so terrible.
Yeah, I don't know any of the, like, heroes of the realm or anything. I mean...
They're not in my book. Like, he's not in my book. So,
You would know.
right?
I would very gently lean over and whisper, is like, he is certainly a hero of the realm to himself.
Oh, he's one of those. Okay.
Like, and she looks over at the paladin like,
Hey, Teely, can you write me in your book as a hero of the realm?
yeah, why not? Like, and she, so you see a drawing, and there's like this really terrible doodle compared to like
I pose.
scene of literally like a stick figure of this tabaxi in like a superhero pose.
There you go.
Whiskers.
All right, so go for it.
No, go.
So as you know, as you finish drawing her, Spock is like, figured it out, and you make your way safely
Minus
to
one
this...
small girls.
Yeah, she'll. As
Goodbye,
soon
small
as
friend.
You, like opens her eyes, she's like, And you make your way to this cave. And on your way there, like you see the cave, but it's like a very swampy area kind of around it. It's not, well, let's see. Keely, roll me an, let's say, investigation check.
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
A 17.
All right. So this swamp isn't as swampy as most swamps are. Not like Shrek swamp or anything. It's not as deep. Like you can definitely go over it. Like it'll probably be up to your ankles. That'll get kind of dirty.
Like, she takes out a stick and starts poking at the swamp, and then pulls it out.
You know, guys, I don't think this swamp is as swampy as it looks.
Like, just look at it. And she just sort of jumps into it to see how far it goes.
Yes, generally there's a bit of marshland around this area, which this time of year would be just not quite full.
It's not too bad. She sort of just like stamps up and down in it. She keeps hold of the stick, sort of poking around as she starts walking.
Yeah.
Ahead.
Yeah, so you guys get through this little swamp just fine. Nothing to worry about here. And okay, I'm getting something behind the scenes. 1 second. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. All right. So, Alice, your character, as soon as you kind of like jump into this swamp, you keep walking, you get this sense of just like joy. Like, did you have any of the milk, by the way? No, okay, okay.
Out, if anything.
Making sure. Yeah.
And she's
like,
you know, the last time I was in a swamp, I almost got killed by a crocodile, and this just brings back memories. Like, it's quite nice.
roll me a 4d6.
And she's looking around like, I just really like this place. I don't know what it is. I don't know if she lifts her foot up. She's like, I don't know if it's all the gunk that's stuck to the bottom of my shoe. I don't know if it's thick. I mean, I don't know if it's you guys. Maybe it's you guys. What was in that beer? How much beer did I have? I just really appreciate you all. And the swamp. This non-swampy swamp. And she just keeps yabbering and jabbering to herself.
Spock is definitely going to raise an eye and just be like, generally people don't keep being eaten by crocodiles as a good memory. Are you okay?
I didn't get eaten by it. It's fine. This is on like a whole other one shot, and I survived, and it was fine.
Are you feeling quite well?
I feel fantastic.
Like, she sort of bleary-eyed looks forwards towards the swamp.
That beer was really good.
Friend Keely, you do not seem to be yourself.
Oh no, I'm just really happy right now.
Can I roll like an Arcana or an Insight to see if there's anything going on here that's mystical?
Sure. Either one.
Would Arcana be? Okay. 17.
Yeah, so there's something on about her that's like, there's something sparkly around her that doesn't seem very dangerous, but it's only surrounding her.
You see, she walks past you like, hey, as she keeps going through this swamp. She's like, just too happy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not really sure, but it seems random. It seems like a...
I really don't want to go in this swamp, but I really sketched out about this, and are we sure she's okay?
It's fine. Come on.
She's acting
Very well.
like It's a vacation, and it's a swamp. It's very clearly a swamp, right?
A marsh.
Marsh. It's very
There-
clearly a marsh.
There is, and at this point, Tinsel will lean in conspiratorially towards Spock and Sugarplum. There is an enchantment of sorts on Teely, but she seems to be enjoying herself, so why don't we just play along for now?
I'm just stamping in the puddles. That's literally what I'm doing right now. If you turn around and look at what I'm doing with my stick.
See, harmless.
Indeed.
Alice, roll me a 4d6.
Give me.
Yes.
Oh no! Oh, this is gonna be 10.
Okay. So, I don't know how to go about this, but okay. Carry on.
I'm
Just
so
to,
suspicious right now. Okay, are there are there any solid spots going through the swamp, like logs I could walk on or anything?
There's really big boulders, like kind of spaced out, but you can kind of make your way.
Yeah. I'll do that. I'd rather kind of hop from stone to stone.
Yeah. And as you do so, roll me an athletic check.
I will do that. If I can get this open. Come on. Oh, fun. Okay.
Roll 20, please.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna read something else that Grat is giving me. Oh, yeah. With that nat 20, you totally make like these boulders. I mean, you're super athletic, so you go from like one boulder to another with this is nothing. This is like I've been trained to do this my whole life. Whatever. Prounce on boulders.
Ah.
But you look pretty legit doing so. Like if this was an anime. Sorry for like so much anime. Sorry,
If
not
this
sorry
was
for
an
anime.
anime. I would look like an awesome cat jumping from boulder to boulder.
Oh yeah.
Sparkles in the air behind me.
Yeah. You get me.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's definitely sparkles with our paladin.
I'd just be that weird thing that wanders around in the background of like most Ghibli movies.
So good. All
Oh,
right, and
speaking
then
of little Miss Teely, and just to keep an eye on her and keep her close, I would cast a suggestion spell and just gently say, Miss Teely, please stay close to me.
Oh, okay. And she'll just walk over and try and hold your hand.
Which he would sort of awkwardly, after a moment, just let her have the one hand.
It's like a child holding your hand, just like probably like because she's a lot smaller, like a finger. Okay.
Well, we know she'll be safe.
That's good. So as you guys make your way towards this like marshy land, you guys eventually get to the very entrance to the entrance, not very entrance. What is English? No say. Of this cave, and it just smells really, really bad. Like you've never smelled this before, and it's kind of strange that it's at the opening of this cave that it started smelling. Like it's like garbage and just like a sewage. The music changed.
Yeah.
Yes.
The song of my people.
I was gonna say, there's this moment now.
This
Your
is
theme
so
song.
strange. I hear this song in my head and it's like speaking to my soul.
Yeah.
Why does it smell like that?
Ugh.
The Gogs are tend to be a little bit on the foul side.
I'm not a huge fan of fowl.
What, like the birds?
Oh, I like birds.
Oh,
No, this
I-
creature is not a bird type at all. It cannot fly.
it's
My
a
God.
poison type Pokemon, really. I would like to use Divine Sense, which detects the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Sure. Go for it.
So I'm just sort of...
All right. So, do you have to roll anything for that? Don't remember.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, cool. Yeah. Nope. You don't notice anything.
It may smell bad, but there is no immediate evil. I say we march onwards to victory.
I'll look up in little Teely and be like, indeed. And wait for the paladin and follow in behind him.
Nothing builds rapport like a terrible experience that has gone through together. Shall we lead on? She'll first sort out. And actually, I'm gonna... a minute isn't very long. Fuck it. How many channel divinities do I get at level 5? I forget.
3? Maybe?
I think it's
no.
I think for paladins it's 2, maybe? I'm gonna use one of them though. For a what is it? Devotion or a thingamajiggy. But I cast an aura on my sword, which will last for 1 minute. That gives me it lets me apply my charisma bonus as an to my attack rolls.
Cool.
I will look up the precise stuff for channel divinity. And it also makes my sword glow for a 40-foot radius.
Ooh, perfect. Yeah. Also, Pirate Jesus, roll me a 1d20.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I can do it just here.
Okay. So as Tilly, when you were like, after you notice you can't, like, you gestured it, but your hand or arm didn't really go that way. And then, but you're still holding hands.
So I just didn't make the movement.
Yeah, like you thought you did, but you're like...
I know what this is.
What?
Ah! And I tried to do it again.
Nothing happens.
This is interesting. Apparently I cannot gesture with my left arm anymore.
I'm sorry, what? Look down at her.
I can't gesture with my left arm anymore.
You want to try it with your right arm?
If she'll let go for a second.
Yeah, I'd let go and I'd sort of like kneel down, like I guess you would to a child to see what she's talking about.
Just like she's trying to just throw her arms about a bit.
Nope, and same thing happens with your other arm, and nothing happens. And then Spock, you notice that when you like, how do you just like go like, huh? When you go down to like inspect her? Or how do you do it?
I sort of get down on my haunches, like sort of in the back of my legs, sort of put my arms on my knees and sort of lean forward to look at her.
Yeah. So as soon as you do that, you notice that Teely kind of puts her arms kind of the same way that you do.
Oh no.
So I would after a moment I'd take my one arm and I'd wave it up, sort of like I'm waving at something in the distance.
Yeah. Yep. She does the exact same thing you do.
How you doing that? Stop
Fascinating.
It's not fascinating, it's rude. It's my arm. Leave it alone. How are you doing that?
I would assume the same magic that's making you happy, perhaps. And then I guess at that I would cast detect magic to try to see what exactly it is.
Sure. Awesome. So, I actually don't know what this is called, but it was a wild magic search. Thank you for everybody that's been donating. You guys are great. But we'll call it the arm thingy mabob. That's suitable for a name for a wild magic thing. And you notice that there is this, it's kind of different, not really sparkly magic, but it's like a gas-ish looking aura on like both of you guys.
So the previous aura is sort of subdued underneath that?
Yeah, like it's still kind of there, like hers with like the little sparklies, but now this other one's like a little bit more. Teely, you seem like concerned, but also still super duper happy about it.
Like, do you know what? If I wasn't so happy right now, this would really freak me out.
Is everyone sparkling now?
I can't move my arms unless he does.
Oh, good.
I'm still sort of just looking at her and stroking my chin because, yeah, it's an interesting magical aura. So.
Yeah, as this like chin stroking happens, very intense, like full 5 minutes of it. You kind of hear like from a very far distance, like a.
You hungry?
No.
Oh. That wasn't you?
No.
Okay. We should probably go see what that was then.
Yes, I will stand up and I will gesture in that direction.
I too will gesture in that direction.
Sugar Plum is just like feeling a little left out, I guess. So she also gestures in that direction. She's like,
yeah, down there.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Can I move my legs independently?
Yes, yes, you can.
Just check.
Yeah.
Friend Sugar Plum, this enchantment has affected you as well.
No.
Oh. Never mind.
No, it appears just to be Miss Teely. I wonder if it's we're linked because I touched her at the key moment when she first entered the swamp and was affected by this, but interesting
Don't
nonetheless.
touch them.
I mean, I doubt we're contagious, and magical spells sort of need a focus and target. I think whatever happened between us is an accident. It's not. It wasn't intended to work like this. And as you know, I'm waving my arms about as I'm talking.
Yes,
or this is the greatest depth of friendship. You are so close to each other that you
like on the same
mimic
wavelength?
each other's movements. Yes.
Well, other than that, apparently there's something making a funny noise down there.
And she just, well, actually, can I just show? Or can I? Is it literally? She just sort of turns.
I would raise my hand helpfully in that direction.
Thank you.
She looks up.
As soon as you point, you hear that noise again.
See?
Very well. Are you sure we should press on while you are in this condition?
You're right. I mean, I wish we had more time to investigate this further, but
onward.
Yeah, well, at that, Spock is going to stop and try to dispel magic.
Nice.
Oh, that would have been smart.
Because I don't have magic.
I'm just targeting her, hoping that it breaks the link between us, not myself. So.
Yeah, sure. I'm not sure how I mean, I'm the boss, right? I think.
Yep,
Kind
you
of?
are the boss.
All right, yeah. It works. It works. And you have freedom of your arms. You can do whatever you want with them.
She starts to just move them around. She's like, ah. And then she pauses.
Kind of gonna miss it though.
It's not gonna be like agreed. Just think of the applications.
She'll just mimic out of...
Tinsel is walking. I'm assuming the sound came from inside the cave.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, Tinsel's just going straight in. Shield at the ready. Sword at the ready.
Yeah.
Follow
And then
the
Sugar
same trail
Plum.
of sparkles.
I'll hold my breath as long as possible and follow them in.
Yeah. So as soon as you
Time to
do that,
fret.
you get like this really weird feeling of like not necessarily anger, but the need to kind of use nonsense swear words at the beginning and end of every sentence. And-
Spooky. That sounds so strange. Calamity.
You know, I don't think it was just us that had a problem.
She's just sort of looking up Spark.
Huh. This cave gets more and more interesting.
Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah, so as you guys continue getting deeper and deeper into this cave, it starts smelling like worse and worse, and this like magical music that you heard earlier is like getting a little bit louder, but then it stops. And then you hear that like louder, like it's almost like disturbing to your ears. And it's up to you if you would like to proceed.
I would like to call out to it. Strange, grumbly sound. Reveal thyself
Oh, he's gonna get eaten.
and make friends.
Togemagri should
I'll
have
just
known
be behind
he was
him
going
saying
to do something
Odagig.
like that. Shapoopy.
No, Odagig. It's an Odagig.
Oh. Poopy.
I'm so sorry. Thank you, whoever donated that wild magic search. It's perfect. So as soon as you call out to this thing, you feel kind of the ground kind of rumbling a little bit. And then roll me a Not sure what you would roll for balance.
Could always be a dexterity
Dex
check.
check?
Dexterity, yeah. We'll do
Yeah.
dex. Yeah.
Cool.
Not great.
Is this everyone? Sorry.
Yes, everybody,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
20.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so Spaak and Tinsel, you guys kind of lose your balance a little bit. Tinsel, you kind of fall to the ground. There's just like all this gunk on you now. You're like super smelly. Spaak, you like barely
Right.
kind of manage to hold yourself. And the rest of you guys are fine. And then you see this like, as you keep walking a little bit more, the opening of this cave, you see this like huge, really weird, three-tentacled, three-legged monster kind of like turn around.
Oh. Good evening.
Greetings, future friend.
I don't think he's looking for friends.
You never know.
Friend Spock, what you should know is that deep down, all of us are looking for friends.
And at this, if you guys want to take a break, you're more than welcome to.
Dump squat.
Dump
Perfect.
squat, eh?
Yeah, so go pee or poo or I don't judge. Drink some water.
Pet a cat.
Uh-huh.
No, he
Or a
ran
dog.
off.
I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Scrat, doesn't matter. You can leave it up if you want.
Wow, all this gold is for me? Thank you, you guys.
But hi, chat. How's
Music
it going?
has gotten so calm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I can finally look at chat. I'm sorry I'm not like interacting because you guys are all so lovely and so entertaining. Ooh. Okay, I have to roll stuff. Mr. Everett, was that all you? So how long does a game of D&D usually last? It lasts about, well, usually on streams, it lasts about 3 hours. And thanks, Josh. But, if you're playing IRL D&D, it can go as long as you want. 12 hours, 24 hours, 72 hours.
It's a bit more hardcore than I'd be used to.
Yeah, that I've never done 72 hours. That would be cool though, but I do love sleep, so I couldn't do it.
I
So
love
I'll
sleep too.
Mm-hmm. Sleep.
Everyone
Once this
loves-
game is over, I will likely sleep for most of the afternoon.
That's what Sundays are for, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I had coffee to start out with, finished that off, working on a Dr. Pepper, gonna finish that off pretty soon, and that's gonna be all the energy I have.
You did run a spontaneous one shot for the first
I
thing this morning.
I did, and it's
Also,
way
may I
earlier
say-
that I get up, even for friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was at 4 a.m, right? No, 3?
It was. It depends on where you're at. It was 6 a.m. for me. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Are you Eastern?
I'm Central,
Central. Okay.
so it's 7 Eastern. But I'm a
That's 4 a.m.
sleepy,
for me.
sleepy time morning girl.
Mhm.
So I'm usually up at noon on Sundays,
Ooh.
and this was way earlier than that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And a system
Yeah, a
I
little
didn't
bit.
know. But it was fun. It was great. It was a good game,
Same.
good day. It's been a good day. And then I hop into this game with some awesome people playing D&D with a bunch of goofs and wild magic surges. Very wholesome. I'm so glad. I hope my curse words don't cross the line from wholesome to not.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it'll ever come back.
Shocking.
They're just so shocking.
Chat, I am taking suggestions for curse words. Thank you. Drop them to me.
I'm sure
Lincolnberry.
Kelly would have herself some swear words to mention, especially since I'm eating the last of her red cinnamon bears while she's at work.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to break anything, but you know she's in chat, right?
Yeah.
I think she's got the stream muted.
But she can see. She can
Oh.
see.
I had a
Rude.
great time playing with her on Friday.
Mm.
You don't need to lie to her just because she's in chat.
Oh.
Savage. The savagery. Oh man. All right, you guys almost ready? You guys good?
Mhm.
You have your water? You're hydrated?
All hydrated.
You stole everybody's food? You good?
I have done that.
All right. All right. So, as we come back into the scene, you just see this big monster just like it tries to move its mouth and it's just like very big and like there's just super big sharp teeth. And as it like kind of moves, it like raises one tentacle, and then you see another one rise, and then kind of another one from the back. And one of those, I think, yes, the one from the back has like these like huge, big, beautiful brown eyes. And one of the tentacles, and it's just like, and then you kind of hear something inside your mind. What are you guys doing here?
Hi, friend.
How are you doing that?
Schmuck.
We are here to save Cake.
Flower. Flower?
Yes. Magic
Flowers?
No,
Oh,
flower.
you brought me flowers.
No.
Did you? Is there a registry somewhere that we weren't aware of?
No, he just doesn't understand the concept of flower. And I would sort of motion like a sack with white powder inside.
So
Cake. Nothing else.
you didn't, like, takes a step forward, bring me another step, flowers?
I mean, I can.
I will sheath my sword. Friend, new friend, if I may call you that. Had we known that you wanted flowers, we would have brought you flowers.
And at this, the
We take
monster,
Very.
at this disappointing, just like heartbreaking thing when you don't bring somebody flowers in like a home that you just stepped into without permission, you know. This thing just kind of lets out a roar. Roar. And you guys, it's kind of
That's like
very
my roar.
and it kind of like pushes you back a little bit, and then hold on, let me scroll up real quick. And then everybody roll me a 1d4.
Ooh, key. Nice.
Ooh. Okay, cool. So, okay, I'm gonna change a couple things, Scrat. Instead of days, I'm gonna say hours. So, for 1d4 hours, whenever you guys speak, when you start to speak, you're gonna end up howling like a wolf.
Gosh.
Unless you have recently been a wolf, then it's permanent until cured, which I don't think so, right?
I have not been a
For
wolf
certain,
today.
I would know if I've been a wolf. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Check yourself. You're not growing any extra fur or anything.
Just the
Okay.
regular amount of fur.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Well, then yes, you are gonna howl like a wolf for the next 1d4 hours. We have another wild magic.
4.
Yep. So
Yep.
you'll just end up howling like a wolf and then say whatever.
So
Kind of like-
Okay.
So since Tinsel was in the middle of about to give his heroic speech, does he just start howling?
Yes.
I just interrupt what I was saying. Pardon me, that was a mistake. We should go and get flowers before our friend gets much angrier.
Well, and then you just hear again this like, woo, like she's like,
Well, I don't know what keeps doing that. I do not have flowers.
and then she like takes a knee. She's like, but I do have this stick, and she like presents this stick on like that has some of the weeds and stuff from the swamp on it, and holds it with 2 hands.
It is a precious stick and very important to me. I hope you enjoy it.
And she sort of like looks up with one eye open to see what happens.
As soon as you set it down, the tentacle with the eyes kind of gets a little bit closer, like to the stick. And then you see those eyes sparkle. And if you're really, I guess, trying to look for it, paying attention to the eyes, which I'm gonna assume you all are, you can see that they're a little bit like watery. And then still in your mind, this is the most beautiful stick and bouquet of flowers I've ever had. Thank you.
Yeah, Sugar Plum's gonna take a page from Teely's book, pretty literally, and she's like, "Ow, gargle splat! I have an ornament for you." And she holds up like this little, it's just a little white puffball, and she like holds it out so that it can like loop onto one of the tentacles, maybe. Be like, or you could wear it as an earring, Blue Bagster.
And as soon as you hold that up, with one of her tentacles, it kind of just like grabs, like very sloppily, kind of like splashes on you guys, this stick, and then like kind of hurries towards like, and like puts her head down, like for you to put it on there. Well?
Yeah, does. Hangs it.
And like it scoots back and well, thank you for all these beautiful presents. I actually wasn't expecting it. And all you see, like if you're not, like you hear a voice in your head, but then also like a rah, 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 rah. It's please come in. And like it kind of like moves around and kind of plots, and as it just kind of sits down at like a lot of like mud, it's like
friend, what is your name?
well, I don't think I have one.
Oh, like she said, like it starts off as an oh no, but goes out.
Sorry. You gotta have a name. What do you want to be called?
I like kind of gets a little more comfier in this mud chair. I don't know.
Ow!
We shall
Good
call you
day.
friend for now.
Friend?
Friend is a good name. Is that a good name amongst your people?
I was gonna say that I've been coming up with a lot of really fun words.
No, we are good.
How do you
Good.
feel
Sugar
about
plum friend. Say,
Lingonberry, Flubagster, Garblesplat, Shapoopy, Marshmuck, Arugaday, Bildung?
Whoa! Fascinating. I think we are getting off task here. We are looking for a specific thing,
And a name.
not naming a monster.
No, we are naming a monster.
Well,
Poor monkey.
speaking of names, and before we get to the point of whatever you guys were here for, what are your guys' names? And the tentacle kind of like shoots up to like to Spock and just like stares intently into your soul.
He would be looking directly back at it, but he wouldn't be giving his name right away. Just raise an eyebrow and sort of look at the tentacle as it stares at him.
Okay, it seems like you also need a name, so maybe after we pick our name, we can name you. And then it goes to Teely.
And she sort of stands up and says,
Hi. I am Teely Talbot.
and she holds out a hand and then reaches in her back pocket.
Would you like a travel guide?
Travel guide? What's that?
Uh-huh. It explains all the places I've been and all the awesome places you could go.
I can go places?
Oh!
Like adventures?
Well, yeah,
no,
why not?
no.
Well, don't tell that. I'm sorry. How would you like to be referred? Don't tell friend what to do. If you want to travel somewhere, you travel somewhere. Don't
I've
listen
only
to
traveled to one
paladin.
place.
Oh, starry-eyed at corners.
Mhm.
Where did you travel to?
This really weird white brickish place.
Did you get some flour?
And at this, like, her little eyes kind of slant as if it's almost thinking. I got a couple of things. And it kind of rushes back. And then with, like, both tentacles, it's like huge things of flour and like a couple things. It's like a box with possible things inside. And then like places them like right in front of you. I got these things. I heard that they're magical
Oh.
and delicious, maybe.
Maybe if you put them all together and make a cake, then it will be.
Oh.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, probably. Maybe not right now though, because right now they're all kind of separate.
So
I forgot to say a curse word.
it's all good.
Shit.
At this, it just kind of like, so together. You're right. And it kind of just grabs this big old stack of flour and like tosses it inside of this box. It's like a wooden box or crate. And starts smashing all the ingredients.
Wait a moment, friend. The combination of these ingredients requires a particular set of skills possessed only by Liam Neeson, the cook at the castle.
Oh. So... Are we supposed to go somewhere for that?
Not we. Us. You did take these items and they do not belong to you.
Ooh, Spock, friend Spock. If we just explain friend's actions to them, I'm sure they will understand. They seem a reasonable folk.
Spock is going to look back to the tentacle monster and then to him. And he'd be like, you're not familiar with the guards here, are you?
If
Millie took. Here's the thing, too, because the person who asked for the flower back is a little bit concerned that they might die, just a little bit. And like, friend wouldn't want that. Friend's nice. But we could help with the like whole arranging of ingredients and maybe get you a cake. You know? We could all have cake. Also, unicorn milk. Have you tried unicorn milk? Real good stuff.
I don't know what any of that is.
it is quite good. Spock, if these guards would stand in the way of friendship, then we shall deal with them ourselves.
Spock lets out a very, very long sigh. It says, "Oh." So we've gone from getting the magical ingredients for the king's daughter's cake to making a cake for... And then he just points to the tentacle monster.
Ooh, everyone gets cake. Come, friend.
Yeah, you get a cake, and you get a cake. Ooh, get a cake.
So, does that mean I won't get to eat you guys? Because you're making me a cake and you brought me flowers?
Oofy
Right.
daisies. That was on the table?
Well, if you didn't bring me flowers, it was.
Oh, I thought my stick was good enough.
Yeah, it is.
Nice
So,
stick.
like, it takes out the stick from like it could have been a pocket from like its back. Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna eat you anymore.
Oh, Porgish Borg.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy the stick.
Can I go with you?
You want to come have unicorn milk? I'd have the beer more than the unicorn milk, but it's up to you. You can't just
Tinsel
eat
will
anyone
nod.
willy-nilly.
Wordlessly.
Bach is, while everybody's talking about this, is just going over and trying to gather the flour and see what's inside the crate that she was smashing into.
Yeah. So as you do that, kind of this tentacle monster just kind of looks at you like it's gonna let you do it. It's fine. Like, all right, that's fine. Kind of like puts its little eye tentacles like in the box, and in the box you find this glass big, like a 2-gallon measurements of pink milk, of this big jar of, you're not sure what it is, but it's kind of like a beige-ish liquid, and like a regular thing of what looks like milk and eggs.
And none of them are too worse for the wear.
I think the pink one is kind of broken.
So pink milk is leaking everywhere.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
I did drink the pink milk in the bar. I would put my finger to the pink liquid and taste it to see if it's the same sort of unicorn milk.
It's the exact same thing.
Oh, well, I think we can work with this. We just might have to pick up some replacement milk on the way back. And then he would hold up the pink milk so that the rest of the group can see.
Milk Mosh. How do we carry it? Because like I mean, I guess I have like a knapsack I could maybe use, but I don't really have.
I would just sort of pointedly look towards the box and then look towards the paladin.
Oh, good idea. The hero of the realm can help.
Ooh, my name is Tinsel, and I do not answer by that title. I will
Doop,
go and
doop.
pick up the box. Ooh, let us take an arbitrary number of hours to reach town.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what.
And like she holds like a hand out to friend, and it's like,
Do you want to hold my hand on the way home? Apparently, I have to do that to people when I go through a swamp.
So I can go with you guys? And it looks to Spaak with like those big like puppy dog eyes with its tentacle.
And Spock is holding the thing of flour while the paladin gets dressed, and he's just sort of shaking his head. Ooh, I am not responsible for the actions that may recur, and I want to say it's highly illogical to bring a cave-dwelling swamp monster in through the center of town to the king.
Well, when has logic played a part in anything that we do?
Apparently never.
Well, do you promise not to eat anyone? Do you promise not to eat anyone, harm anyone, maim anyone, or steal any more things?
It kind of looks down, ashamed. Like,
You don't need to be ashamed. We'll go get unicorn milk and it'll make it all better.
I
Okay.
promise. It just smelled really good. And I thought, well, I saw all these things and I just kind of grabbed whatever I could and I stole it and I came back here and I thought I was just going to magically do something. But it doesn't smell anything like it. And like it puts up one of its tentacles and it's like there's a broken egg on it.
It's okay. We'll get you a proper one. I mean, I
Should
used
I-
to do it too, so it's fine.
Ow, Sparkle Butt. Hey, we could like shake on it, or like it's not really a shake. It's like a pinky promise, except I don't really have pinkies. So we could like cross our tail and my tail and your tentacle, and like promise and then you can't break it. That you don't hurt anybody, and then it'll be fine.
Do I die if I break it?
Probably.
Okay. And it brings up its like huge tentacle and like puts it down.
I link my tail with the tentacle and then like squeeze it a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. And it kind of looks at Spock. Yeah. It kind of looks like Spock, like she totally senses that you're not like you're not their friend yet. And it's just kind of like all shy. Do I need to wear anything for this?
Do you want to wear anything?
Ooh. Yes.
I don't know.
Can we go shopping for the tentacle monster? Friend?
And it kind of looks at everybody like,
Ooh, that sounds like a perfect idea. Don't worry about Spock. He's hard to make friends with. Onward.
it just like nods its head.
Spock is going to, heft the flour bag and just sigh and just start walking back.
And yeah, you guys walk back, and the whole time that you're passing through this marsh, like it kind of just like little bits of kind of like Jurassic Park when like, the water moves stuff.
Mhm.
T-Rex. You know the one. So and as you get closer to this
Jeff Goldblum.
town. Yeah, some guy named Jeff. I don't know. Heard him. You get closer to this town, and then this tentacle monster just kind of like looks everywhere with a little tentacle, and then before actually getting into town, there's a couple of guards like, hey, your pet can't come in here.
Talk to her like that. Like, and then Teely goes up there and tries to puff out.
Insulting. I am not a pet.
I'm going to- How many hours has it been? Has it been
It's
at
been
least
about what's that?
Has it been at least 1 hour?
Yes, it's been 2 hours.
Oh, thank God. Okay, because I rolled a 1 on my d4.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
So I will step forward, guards, friends, if I may. I am, and there are barking dogs. The people with me are my friends. There are no pets here, only equals. Please allow us to enter.
And at this, the guard just kind of like looks at you, and it's like a very intense, just like stare off. And as soon as you do your little look away, like, it's like, oh my God, it's you. Okay, I didn't really want to say anything, but like, it's my duty to just be like super strong and like not let anybody in here. But you know what? Tell you what, you bring your pet, and not you, Furball, points at Sugar Plum, to the west side of town, and tell them that PJ said it was fine. But before that, can I
Thank you.
Like a little notebook? Can I have your autograph? And takes out like a little quill and like ink.
Spock
Of
would
course, PJ.
grab it out of his hands and write his name as well as Kane's business on it, and then hand it back to the guard, and then just stare at him.
He looks so confused by this, but like, so you guys must be like partners in crime, right?
We're a squad. Like, and she's like,
Not crime. Friendship.
Sure.
squad.
And like he hands you like the thing like closer to you to like sign
Yeah.
it.
Anything for a good friend. To PJ, is it? And yeah, I'll sign. Like, thank
Yeah.
you very much, friend PJ. signed tinsel.
Oh my god. See that? He like gestures to the other guard. He's like, it's like, oh my god, he signed it. He signed it.
To the west.
Yeah, Sugar Plum is just like making a face at Teely, like,
I still don't get it.
And then she's going to try and lead Friend around the other side.
Yeah, once you get
essentially at the forefront at this point, like walking ahead of everybody with the sack of flour over his shoulder.
yeah. So as soon as you get to the west side of town, there's like two big humans with like huge beards and like super strong, just kind of like, hey, no, you can't bring that in here.
PJ sent us.
Oh, you could have started there.
I did.
And he just kind of like
Our very first,
gestures.
our first stop should be a tailor.
Oh.
So
Our first stop should be the king to return the items. Then we can go to a tailor.
that can wait. Patience, Spock. Patience. I think I want to look for a tailor or a haberdashery, something where we can spruce up our friend.
Sure thing. Sure
She
thing.
won't fit through any of the doors, so she's gonna be outside.
That's
Yeah.
we'll work with what we have.
Yeah. You do know that the streets in the town are like pretty wide. Because there's usually a lot of carriages and stuff that go through for like trade and stuff. So yeah, everybody's just like, oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, it's so ugly. And you see that friend just kind of like trying to make themselves small, just like,
Do I see the person who says, oh my god, what is that? It's so ugly.
yes, you do. It's this small, kind of gnomish man.
She'll, like, Telia will try to puff herself up a little bit and walk over. Yeah.
What did you just say?
I mean, do you not, can you not see? It's hideous.
Can you not look? It's beautiful. Like, it just sort of like does a thing, like presenting her.
Yeah, and then Fred is just like kind of just there with like tries to smile, but it's just like so many teeth and so scary.
Look at those pearly whites. So she sort of like points at like Friend's smile.
Oh my god. And like takes its kid inside, like,
and she'll whisper after him like, you should be ashamed. Like, just like shame.
The ugliness here is in his heart.
Friend's just like, okay. So keeps walking,
You have
like
nothing
following against.
Be ashamed of, friend.
Mm.
You are who and what you are. Never apologize for that.
I hang another ornament on Friend.
It brings down their heads, just like, and like you see her eyes sparkle a little bit more.
Tilly strides back over, like, don't worry about it, friend. Like, just like giving her a pat. It's like,
That was I bet you when he was younger he didn't get invited to many birthday parties. That's why he's like that.
I'll come back and dump a snowball on his head.
Okay. I've also never gotten invited to many parties, so
We shall invite you.
I'm so excited for this. And just like still follows you guys around. And as you make
Okay.
a turn to the right-ish, you see Taylor's Tails and Tots with like a big kind of like hat in the sign,
Perfect.
like a tie. There we go. That's what they're called. ties.
All right. Here we are. Exactly what we need. So, I think Tinsel's just gonna burst straight through the door. I need your greatest hat.
Are you still carrying the crate when you burst through the door?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. As soon as you bust open this door, it's this fragile, not the same old man that you saw, but a different fragile old man. And
Okay. There are a lot of them here.
yeah, with like really with those like straight and like roundish glasses.
Mm-hmm. The half man.
Yeah, he has really long white hair with a really long white beard.
Dumbledore, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was you.
How do you know my name? Like
Point to
puts
the
up
sign.
his glasses. Oh,
I have been
I have a
living in
name
this town.
tag. You're right. It's
Also that.
yeah. I forget that these things. I am trying to be cool with all these younger kids, but it's not really working out, as you can see.
Being cool is overrated.
Yeah, I just need
Better
to
to be good than cool.
Yeah. Like, sure.
Well,
What are you here for?
Being good is also overrated.
we've come to bring you business.
Oh, business.
Do
Yes,
not-
come in. Come in.
Do not Our friend Sugar Plum, she does not know of what she speaks.
Most people don't.
I'm afraid we cannot all come inside.
Spock
What
would
do
have
you
remained
mean?
outside with friend.
Kind of like peeks over and he sees Spock. Is he? What's
No.
that? Is he shy?
Behind Spock.
He kind of like does his best to just kind of like look, but pulls up his glasses again because he's kind of sweaty. Oh my god! It's beautiful! What do you need?
Everything.
Preferably with sparkles.
Okay.
Friend Sugar Plum does know about this particular thing.
Sparkles and everything. Everything sparkles. Give me 1 second. And he rushes back, and you kind of hear a lot of clattering and like some boxes kind of falling and like maybe something like a vase broke. Ah, damn. And eventually he comes back with this, I guess it's just like a very nice luggage, like an opened luggage. And in there you see these like super beautiful, they're definitely for humans, shoes that are red and sparkly. And also this very pink, super duper sparkly, like you could see them from afar, scarf. Sparkles! And then he looks down from his desk and takes out this little hat that's pink. This also sparkles. Is this what you're looking for? He just looks at you like, Yes.
Precisely.
Yes.
Here is all of my money. All of my money is 10 gold. So.
Yeah.
What? You're a hero of the realm and you only have 10 gold? Everyone's enamored with you and you only have 10 gold?
Yeah. The 10 gold's gonna be a problem, but you know what? It's fine. I know who you are, kid.
I have 10 torches and 10 rations. And I'm willing to find them in trade.
Okay.
I
Listen,
only have 10 gold, friend Sugar Plum.
I'm a big fan of you. And he kind of looks up, and then, so, it's fine. It's on the house. But then you think he's looking at you, but he's actually looking at Spock. And, You get the sense, Spock, that it's not, he can't really see. So from afar, he thinks you are a very, I guess,
A hero
Famous-
of the realm?
a hero of the realm. Yes. The hero of the realm. It's just for you this one time. I really like your books and your albums and your music. They're great.
Spock will raise an eyebrow and then look back to friend. And then to the group inside, shake his head slightly. And he go to speak. Have you ever heard the phrase swines and pearls?
Yes. No, I lied.
Spock sighs again and then waits for friend. That he sees that they're doing something inside, so he's waiting to see what the group is going to bring to them.
Yeah, Teely's
We-
waiting
we can
outside
take-
as well, so.
Take the hat and the scarf out to friend.
Yeah. So he kind of follows you outside of his establishment. And, he kind of just like gestures for you to grab stuff, and he grabs the hat and puts it on Spock, because even up close, he thinks that he's still the hero of the realm. And here you go. This one's for you. Now, give me 1 second. And he goes back inside and brings out a huge ladder. He kind of sets it up and then kind of like goes on top of it. May I? And then friends just like kind of like puts their head down kind of on his level, and he like takes out this big old flower crown, like puts it on her head. I don't know. What do you guys think?
How's it look? Is there anything else we could do?
Yes. Yes, there is. And he like rushes back, kind of frail, from this ladder. He goes back inside, and then you kind of see he pockets something, kind of very small. And then he like goes up. Oh my god! Give me a second. It's my back. It'll pass. Ah. And then as he like straightens up, you hear very loud cracks. It's like maybe he should see a chiropractor. And it's fine. He like pushes up his glasses, still very sweaty. He gets all the way up. May I? And he takes out this like small compartment of a thing. It kind of looks like this, but pink. And he's like, may I? And then friend just doesn't know what to do, but she's just like trying to smile.
friend.
And it's fine. And then he kind of moves out of the way, even though this thing is huge, and you saw it basically what he did.
Right.
And it's just friend trying to smile and look normal. And she has this beautiful like pink lipstick on. She has like blush and like eyelashes in all of her eyes. She looks so beautiful.
Cutest Odiug ever.
And a flower crown.
Mm.
And a flower crown.
You are radiant.
Really think so?
But the flower crown is my favorite
Yes.
part. And the ornament earrings.
That's so nice. And you kind of see a tear coming out from the left eye. And yeah, yep, that did it for sure. All right, like goes down this
Tinsel
big
shed
ladder.
too.
It's okay, son. He like chucks like a piece of cloth your way. Wipe those tears away. All right, get out of my house. He, like slams the door. and then just friend is there.
Spock is going to take off the hat, looking at it, going, oh, I don't remember asking for a hat. And then he's going to sort of like place it on top of Tinsel's head. We do have business to attend to.
Yeah, let's get those ingredients back to the castle, right? Let's get our cake.
Let's
Friend,
pull
you're
out
gonna
some
love
unicorn.
cake.
I am?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready for cake. Like gestures with one of like her tentacles like go on, but it's like the wrong way. Like,
Spock would head off in the proper direction.
oh yeah, this way. No, we lost somebody
Nope.
on our SS.
We're all good.
It's fine.
They'll probably be back in it.
Yeah, we'll be back in a sec.
And Teely will just start sort of, because she's got a lot shorter legs, start trying to keep up with everyone.
Yeah. And then friend's gonna be in the back, just kind of like, because like every 10 steps that you guys take, it's just like one step for her. So, just like,
So like 20 Teely steps.
yeah, basically. Yeah. And
Plum is like hop skipping to keep up, you know? Like,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, let's go. We're going.
yeah. And then, so you guys are heading towards the castle?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you cannot miss
Wherever
it.
the guy was, wherever the guy, I think.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I don't think he necessarily told you where to go,
Okay.
but you can assume that it's the castle. And you could clearly see the castle. It's up on this huge hill, and it's like the biggest castle you've ever seen in your life. It's definitely white, kind of brickish, and kind of looks like a fairy tale castle. Oh,
Oh, good. I was hoping it would look like a fairy tale castle.
oh,
Our
hello.
hero's back.
Hi.
Hello.
I don't know what happened to my internet. Last thing I heard was that there was a hat put on my head.
Yes, and then we are just slowly but surely making our way to the castle.
As fast as we can on our little legs. Two friends, larger legs.
Yes. Friend, I'm sure, has quite the gait.
Yes. She's just kind of waiting. Like, you guys take a ton of steps. She just takes one.
Wait for us to catch up.
Yeah, just like very
Very
politely. Yeah.
Friend.
Basically. So you guys approach this castle. It's huge. Huge. And as soon as you get to the front, there's a huge archway and 2 guards standing there.
Hello.
So like Teely sort of skips forward.
Can I help you?
Yeah, actually, could you open the doors, please?
Just, it's not that easy. What are you guys doing here?
It's the princess's birthday. We've got stuff for the princess's birthday.
Spock is going to step forward and place the flour sack in the guard's arms and then look at him.
See?
Okay. Did Tilly send you?
Yes.
Ah. Alright, carry on. Also, your milk is broken. There's nothing in there. But carry on.
We
Hmm.
should
Looking
stop to get
good.
more milk. We didn't stop to get more milk. We were gonna get more milk.
We did not.
No, we need a unicorn.
It's fine.
Do you have one here?
We might. Tilly might have made a run or two.
Yeah, I thought that was the one thing they weren't missing. Like maybe friend took some, but I think they still had the other. There's the other 2 milks that were important: the weird brown one and the weird normal one.
He looks at you like you can clearly tell he doesn't care. He's like,
The day is saved. Onward to cake.
Just like,
Thank you, friend guard. Head in.
yeah, and as you head in, these doors are clearly huge. And
I mean, friend has been here before, so presumably it's big enough for her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, and as you make your way towards the doors, they kind of open magically. And you step inside into this huge, what seems like a huge dance floor. So there's super high ceilings. The floor is very shiny and very white.
Like a ball.
Like a ballroom, of course, yeah. And on to your left, you see this huge window. Like you can see to the gardens from there. And
I run over and look out.
yeah, as soon as you put your hands on this glass, it's super shiny. It seems like you could just walk right through if you didn't see like the squares in the window. And as soon as you put your hands, this starts like going up and opening towards this huge, beautiful rose garden. Until friend is just walking like, oh my god, whoa.
Just stay close.
Okay.
Don't kill anything.
Like looks around her, making sure she's not like stepping on anything or anyone. And then, do you guys go outside?
I will ask friend which way to go to the kitchen. I feel like that's probably where we need to go.
Yeah.
So if it's through the garden, oh yeah.
Yeah, she kind of like points towards the gardens, and so you guys step outside, and then she looks over once you guys are outside to the right, and there's this huge outdoor kitchen. Like if this was British Bake Off, but outside with like an actual kitchen. And it's like high class. There's just a bunch of cooks, and there's a chef kind of telling them what to do, and everybody's just like on it. There's people everywhere putting up tables, putting up tablecloths. There's some people putting some decorations on there, and everything is white with blue sparkles. Yeah. And
Oh, friend, it's sparkly. You fit right in.
it's like her eyes get like wider and like, this is beautiful. And then from afar, you see Tilly kind of, oh my god, friends, you made it back. You're not dead. Oh my god.
Spock will wait until his reaction and then put the flower in his arms and say, "We return."
Why you did it? Slay the beast?
No, it's
Why is it here?
This
It's
is
a friend.
Friend, meet friend Tilly.
And
Spock
friend's
is
just like,
looking dead straight ahead towards him and just sort of trying not to acknowledge everything else behind him.
like a tentacle kind of waves. Why is it here?
Wants to try some cake.
Friend is not familiar with the social norms of this place. Friend did not understand the harm she was causing. Please, find it in your heart, friend Tilly, to forgive her for her actions as she seeks to repair the situation.
Bren got a flower crown just for the occasion.
He looks so confused, and he looks at Spock like, are they serious?
Unfortunately.
And he looks up at a friend and is like, well, and then she's just like, and it's like very uncomfortable and awkward. Like two awkward beings put together makes extra awkward. And I don't think the princess will be happy about this, but
I'll talk to the princess. That's fine.
Okay.
I believe this is what you humans would call a birthday surprise.
Could say that again.
Happy
Happy birthday. So he gets the stuff from you and like, come on, Jared. Jared comes out, his little assistant, and like takes out this takes the big old sack of flour, and just like, what the heck is that? Don't ask any questions. And then he like rushes him inside, and then from up top, you kind of hear a book, and then these two huge windows open, and then there's this dark haired, kind of wavy, almost curly haired, super long woman or 15-year-old child. It's my birthday today. Can you just hear the birds and look at all these beautiful roses, and you can even smell the roses. Wait. That doesn't smell like roses. Oh my god! She like immediately shuts these windows and just like you hear a what the heck is that?
Teely curtsies like, Mom, like trying to.
Spock will
Happy
just turn
birthday.
to Tinsel and very softly say, "Surprise."
This is Friend. Friend
Daddy?
has come to
Mhm.
return your cake ingredients to you and wish you a happy birthday. Isn't that right, Friend?
Friend's just like with like her the tentacle.
Tentacle moms.
Daddy, did you plan this? What's going on now? And then you see this very tall, very like nice beard, dark-haired man, very older, like a dad age. What is English? I don't know. And he's just like, what's going on now? What is it? Did you invite that thing here?
Don't call it
He's
a
like-
thing.
And then he
You're
looks
being quite
over
rude.
like, he's like, what thing? Oh.
Spock is going to step in a little bit closer to the king and is like, "No, my liege, this is the surprise gift that we thought would bring forth to the princess. Because, I mean, how many other kingdoms can say that they have a tamed monster to entertain a royalty at her own party?"
Friend Spock, I am scandalized. Friend is neither a monster nor an object to be given as a gift.
No, her presence is given as the gift, and she is, by all definition, is a a monster. That is why we found her in a cave, but it does not detract from her current endeavors as a surprise gift to the princess. And Spock is going to bow slightly at the waist.
Look, she wore sparkles just for the party.
This, the king acknowledges.
I'm gonna run up and put an ornament, hang it from the princess's hair.
It's just, there's like some guards that are like kind of by her, like, oh, okay.
I hang ornaments from them too.
Yeah. You
Off
like
of their spears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as like one of the guards kind of like, ugh. And as soon as he moves, it gets stuck in his beard. It's like, oh. Huh, okay.
Perfect.
And the king's
Delightful.
just like, yes, this was your surprise. She just looks over to her dad like, how could you? And then this princess runs to this monster and kind of like jumps and leaps and like hugs it. It's so beautiful.
Spock is definitely going to raise an eyebrow at this and just look to the king.
Don't ask any questions. She's just fascinated by monsters. They're hideous.
My
but-
job here.
And this princess is just like ugly crying, and her hair isn't done yet, but her makeup definitely was, and not anymore because she's just crying, and all her mascara is just like all over her face. It's so beautiful. I just didn't know that you loved me this much, Daddy. It's just, and it's like the ugliest cry you've ever seen in your life, with like extra mascara running down her face.
Princess,
No.
friend, princess.
I'm gonna call you Lily. It's so suiting,
Oh,
Right?
Lily.
right? Don't you guys think so?
Friend, princess will give you a name. Are you okay
And-
with that?
Friend is just like, her eyes get bigger, her eyes definitely sparkle, and they're just like full of moisture. And then tears start coming down, and like they start falling on this princess, and like her hair is like now wet. It's so beautiful.
Like
It's
Tina's
so beautiful.
drawing this moment, like again very badly, but she's putting it in her travel guide.
Yeah. It's so beautiful. So Tilly told me everything as a king gestures to you guys. I appreciate it. Go on.
You're not gonna kill him, are you? Be
My-
very unkingly of you on your daughter's birthday.
Listen, and he like gestures you guys inside. And there's like a small table that fits about 8, and compared to the other tables that they have. Please take a seat. He like gestures towards the back, and you see like a butler like, and he goes inside, and then you start smelling this like warm, like inviting, like smell of coffee and cookies. He like brings them out, like puts them on the table. Please help yourself. See, my daughter has been fascinated by these creatures, and he does not look very pleased. And we try to get her into like dancing or whatever people or princesses are into, but she's a tough cookie. No pun intended. And takes a bite of this cookie. I want to thank you, first of all, for bringing it here, Lily.
Her.
But I don't have much to pay you guys for this, and he gestures back to the butler, and this butler comes over with 4 like pretty good size boxes, like wooden boxes, like treasure boxes, and he places them in front of you all with like help of like the other people carrying a little cart. And I know this isn't much, but it's the least I could do. I guess I'm gonna have to cut some of these roses and, make a little house for it, I guess. I hate this. Why can't she just be a normal person, Like
Found
flowers.
that children are often the most illogical of the rest of us.
I know.
Friend King, there is much kindness in your daughter's heart. That means you have done well.
Yes.
Can I look inside the box?
I was about
Onto
to
the
say
box?
Teely would sort of just dive into the box and everything was in there.
Yeah, so as soon as if you guys all open the boxes, whoever opens it, you immediately see this like glowing, like slowly as you open it, and there's easily like 20,000 gold in here, and like a good chunk of diamonds. I know, this isn't a lot. I'm
Teely
sorry.
quickly closes the box again, like thinking she's got the wrong one.
I
Listen-
have one more condition.
I didn't make any promises of conditions.
That's okay. I want us all to be proclaimed heroes of the realm. That's it.
That-
Teely pulls out her book, like, okay, like pulling like this pen out. and started
I
writing
will
down.
gladly roll, but I do have an advantage.
That's true.
Yeah, roll for persuasion.
Okay. Let me recheck what my persuasion is. Oh. And I'm just like I'm like posing dramatically, like trying to look as heroic as possible.
Yeah. Okay.
So proud. Oof.
All right. Let's see.
17?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ta-da!
Yeah. As you kind of like stand up, like super heroic, the breeze from the garden kind of works in your favor. Kind of like does one of those things to your hair. Fine.
Thanks.
Is that what you all want? Just her? Maybe.
Oh, I
It's
want
a
it for
little-
all of us.
I'm gonna stand up and walk over to the window so that I can
Finally
Look,
have a direction. to
dramatically
look
have-
at.
yeah, I can actually look into the distance instead of the corner of a room. I require no reward, my liege, knowing that I have brought together such good friends is all the reward I need.
Very well. Take his box away. And you see one of the butlers like takes it and like puts it somewhere else. Very well. What about you?
This is why he doesn't have any gold.
Seeing this, Teely pulls her chest off down from the table onto her lap and sort of wraps her arms around it.
All right. Noble hero, noble hero. What about you?
Spock, who's sort of sitting or standing sort of at the king's like side elbow, just sort of shrugs and says it would make sense to at least make a public decree and be part of your daughter's celebration. It would give the people something to be happy for, even if it doesn't mean anything to us.
Very well. Are you all keeping your boxes?
So, you want to be a mage or a fighter? I can show you how to be a shield.
Was that a yes?
It would be
Okay.
illogical to say no.
Well, that your friend there is a little crazy.
That we know.
All right. Listen, we have a small but private house to the side. Feel free to get ready there for the party. Of course, you're all invited. And please stay for the celebration. If you choose. If not, do whatever you want. I don't care. And he just, like,
What a
grabs.
As the king, it is right.
Yeah. As he gets up and he, like, grabs, like, a bunch of cookies. And he, like, starts to walk away. He comes back, grabs more cookies and puts them in his robe pocket. Like, starts eating them.
Cookies.
And he just kind of, like, dips. And, while you guys are there, Tilly comes out and, do you guys want to help us with the cake? It's the least. I could show you how to make it. He, like, looks around.
That could be fun.
I'm gonna be real honest. I would drink all the milk before it got baked into the cake. just trying to be upfront. Can I go play with the princess? Okay, bye. And I'm gonna go run over and hang out with friend Princess and friend Lily.
Yeah, as you go outside, you see Lily and Princess having a fake tea party with, like, a couple of the guards there as well. And the guards are just like...
Hi, do you mind if I join?
Oh my god, please! Okay, you can go. Thank you. And she, like, gestures to one of the guards, you know. Okay, now we have room. Please
I sit down. What kind of tea are we having?
We are having... She, like, gestures to Lily, like, come on. She's like, and then you hear a voice inside your head. We're having unicorn tea.
Unicorn tea, my favorite kind. I just had unicorn milk today for the first time. It's amazing.
Oh my god, right?
Take and pour a fake teacup.
It's... Unicorn tea is, like, the best ever. And it's just really, really good. You guys want to see my room?
Yeah.
Okay. And then she, like, gestures for both of you guys to go, like, into her house, but, like, the stairs aren't as, like, they're big, but not big enough for Lily. So, it's okay, Lily. You can look from this window. And then as you guys make your way up there, it cuts back to whoever went to the kitchen. Did you guys all go to the kitchen?
Teely's very loudly dragging a stool across to get to a mixing bowl so she can reach it, and if she could steal an apron from someone, she will.
Spock is sort of overseeing things, and because his spell sort of is still active, so him and Teely are close for the next few hours.
Just drag you with me.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And once you guys get into the kitchen, there is almost everybody in this castle, it seems like they're all, like, very rough, strong, bearded people. And just like, pass the eggs. Like, more flour here. We need more milk. Who left the milk outside? Tilly! And then you get confused by the Tillys and, like, lots of confusion in the kitchen. And you can easily get an apron, and then there's a small woman that, like, goes up to Spock and, like, puts an apron on him. Like, huh?
Thank you.
She just, like, walks away, and Tilly comes out. I'm sorry, that was my bad. I forgot what his voice sounded like. That was my bad on the milk, but I have more. He, like, brings it out. He's like, okay, are you guys ready? He, like, cracks his neck, cracks his knuckles. You're gonna experience the special cake that the princess loves. And he, like, super intense moment. pass more eggs. And it's like zooms into the eyes and like anime-esque, like more eggs. And then, all right, Teely, Spock, you guys need to bring me some more milk. From the fridge. Magical block of ice thing.
Okay, jumps off the bridge.
Yeah.
Is there not a recipe so that we can follow with proper guidance and amounts?
No. This is the recipe. Your eyes. And then you see him kind of grab just like a regular like to pour, why am I forgetting words? Like a glass for milk, not for milk, for beer.
A mug?
Okay.
A
sign?
mug.
Fine. Tankard.
Oh yeah. Whatever you want to call it. Let's call it a mug. And he like starts pouring like milk and then like grabs 2 things of a flour, like starts mixing them, and like he like pulls out something from his drawer, and it's this like really bluish sparkly thing that you're not really sure what it is, but like salt bathes it up or sugar bathes it up, and he like starts stirring and like, okay, now you guys need to stir it.
Okay, and she just takes the spoon and tries to
Like,
stir
is
it
it your
around.
whole
Really,
body?
yeah, like her whole body because she's quite small.
Yeah.
Spock definitely, he would take the top of the spoon from her hand there and sort of move it around.
Yeah, if you do that, she's just gonna get thrown around the ends of it.
You guys are doing great. I'm so proud of you. The king would never kill somebody with that type of stirring. It's great. All right. Okay. And then he looks off into the distance and like does one of those, Yes, of course. We need to heat up this thing. And he like gestures to like a big old box. It's an oven, but okay. And then he pours this big mixture that you guys all contributed to into 3 separate huge bake pans. And he like puts them all in the oven. And now, this is the best part of all. He like gestures to you guys to come in. We wait.
Indeed.
But like, just watch it.
Yes. It's like magic. It just kind of gets fluffier.
I mean, it's not magic. It's the baking
Science.
process. It converts the sugars and the flour, and the mixture sort of solidifies as it increases in
And Teely's like,
size.
don't ruin it for him. Like,
Yeah. Exactly. What you just said. It's magic. And he like rushes towards the oven and kind of like sits and like cross-legged, like
I'm concerned that the king has hired a gentleman who works for him who believes fire is magic.
well, I guess if he can make a cake, he's sort of doing his job.
King
Did
does
you
have a thing for
put,
sweet.
greaseproof paper in there before you put the cakes in the tins?
Like,
what's that?
Like
The edible paper?
You can do but like you can do that grease spell to make sure that they come out as well. That is magic. But, like, no, okay.
No. I don't know what that is.
Spock buttered the pans before he put the mixture in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just hot buttered the pans. Can that
End quote. Yeah, so he's just like intensely looking at this, like, yes, come on. You guys have to see this.
But why?
and she sort of like comes in to have a look.
Yeah. And like it's up to you guys if you want to like go and check it out. But
Spock
as
is
you
trying to read anything he can on like recipes or such.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah,
books
there's-
lying around, so he can be like, we actually just need to wait for X amount of time.
Yeah. There's definitely a book right in front of you that says Royal Desserts. And yeah, if you open it, one of the tab pages is definitely that cake that he's making. But you assume that he's made it so many times he doesn't need to read the recipe. But as you guys do that, we cut to the princess and Sugar Plum. As you go in, these two huge, kind of rounded at the top doors are pushed open by the princess. And this is my room. And as soon as you take a glance of this, the wall is this kind of red velvety with like black pattern, kind of vintage Victorian-esque wallpaper. And there is huge statues of monsters. Like some monsters you've never seen before, some that you have, like a gnoll, etc., like a mind flare, all these crazy looking monsters. And this is my room.
Sweet St. Nicholas, it's beautiful. Do you
Right?
think Lily can see from outside?
Yes. And she like rushes towards the balcony and like pushes open the doors. Lily? And then Lily kind of like puts up her head and like her tentacle like, whoop. And then Lily's like, whoa, I've never seen anything like this. She's like, yeah, I made them all myself. And
Do
then
you have any of Lily?
I do. And she like rushes towards the opposite end of the room. It's a really big room. It's almost like ballroom sized. And she kind of, yeah. And then you kind of hear Lily like boo, 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 go to like the other side where there's like a window or she's kind of like peeking. She opens that window or those windows for her. And then you see this huge Odiug statue. And it's just like it's super detailed. Like it's like this sculpture is on point. But like the fangs have a little bit of blood. And like even the tentacled fangs, it's just like super duper scary. And then, right? Isn't it beautiful?
Lily, it's just like you. You're beautiful.
And Lily's like, oh, whoa. She kind of like swoons a little at the statue, like, is that real? Or is it not real? I'm not sure because it's so detailed. But so seeing this, it's just like, well, that's it. That's my room.
Your beauty is preserved in statue form. See, that gnome hater has nothing on this.
You're right. This is pretty cool. And right, I told you, monsters are awesome, but my dad doesn't believe me sometimes. But you know, he humors me.
So long as he knows who's right in the end.
I'm always right. All right. And then she kind of like gestures, and it kind of stops. Like, wait, do you guys smell that? It smells like cake.
It does.
You guys are gonna love it. Okay, but you know, first we have to get ready, and then follow me. She opens another door that leads into like a bigger kind of ballroom-esque room, but it's just full of like dresses and armor and all these super cool things. Feel free to wear whatever you want. Pick something. You can keep it. And then she goes and like gets ready like in another room.
Wow. Can I find a Christmas dress?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you find this super cute kind of like a somewhat like lace long sleeve with a lace turtleneck, and it's kind of red and it has details of like a silver kind of lining, and it's like a nice silhouette kind of dress, and it has a little like tiara kind of goes with it with like red rhinestones and like silver. It's very nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Super.
I have like a green cloak with like the gold on it and the little pom-poms that I put on ornaments on people.
Yeah.
So like I just kind of like take the hood off and like take off my dress that I have to like put the new one on.
Yeah. It goes so well together. Like fashionista as heck. And as you're getting ready, we go back to the kitchen and it smells so good. If you guys were just like, did you guys ended up sitting and like watching?
I know Teely did, because she couldn't understand why he was watching.
Yeah. Okay. So here, this is gonna be a good part. Okay, just keep watching. Trust me. And then he's just like super into it. And as the dough starts to rise, it's like the sugar plum fairy from the Nutcracker starts to kind of like the smoke kind of starts doing that. Huh?
Okay, that's not science. What is wrong with your oven?
I don't know. It's just, it always does that every time we make this cake.
Is this a setting or something?
And she's like looking at all the stuff on there.
Yeah.
Spock is still investigating the recipe itself. Does it have any unusually strange magical ingredients beyond the ones we've grabbed?
No, it doesn't seem so.
I mean, it has unicorn milk in it and magic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, besides
flour,
that, I guess.
So.
I mean, other
Magic. You kind of get a hint that it's probably the sugar that was kind of magical.
If I'm nearby, I would open up that drawer he had to see about that blue powdery substance, which I assume to be sugars.
Yeah, you can make me an Arcana check.
If I'm on the right page instead of spells.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, so once you open this drawer and like kind of investigate like, what's going on here? You can tell that it's a mixture between like real sugar and fairy dust.
I would taste a little bit on my tongue and then turn back to him and be like, what made you decide to put fairy dust?
What? Well, there was this one time, and he like goes back and like sits on one of the stools that he has there in the kitchen. There's this one time, I was looking for some of the flour, and I couldn't find it because it's very special, and you know you have to travel very far for it. And there were some fairies around, and they tried to attack me. And you know, I don't really like hitting anything. I'm really not a violent guy, but
You killed a fairy?
on accident. It was only once.
And then you baked it? Like, she starts freaking out.
No. Like, when I hit it, it kind of like, some of the dust got on me, and like, I had my mouth open, and it tasted okay, but it turns out I didn't really kill the fairy. It's just kind of like, I knocked it out, but then it gave me an idea. I became friends with these fairies, and they kind of like let me have some of the fairy dust, and I just kind of experimented in cakes. That's how I got this job, actually.
That is extremely dangerous.
Explains so much.
Yeah, that's basically it. But don't tell anybody, please. I'm gonna lose my job.
Highly unlikely.
Okay, but no, wait.
Just close the drawer back up because he's not. Now that he's solved the mystery, he's not too worried about it.
Yeah.
He's not going to cost the man his job.
Oh no, definitely not. This is just getting to the good part. Come here. He like just like goes back to like the cake, and like you see like the ending of the Sugar Plum Fairies. Like they all kind of like take a bow and they just kind of like disperse. And then from the next room, or from I guess from Princess's room, and from the window, you hear, "Oh my god, that looks beautiful." And then Princess comes out with this like beautiful silver and bluish dress. It's so sparkly and so puffy. And she just looks at Sugar Plum. Yes, that, all that. Yes, I love it. Oh my god, that's
and then
beautiful.
I'm like, oh, and the cake smells amazing.
It's almost done. I know it. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this party. Should we get the rest to maybe clean up a little bit? I'm gonna bring him over here. And she like yells down from the balcony, "Hey! Psst! Listen! You need to get ready because you smell! Not in a good way."
Wow.
Spock is going to curiously look at Teely. Think she's addressing us?
You're muted.
She's just sort of like, excuse me, and she looks up at these people like,
She like looks down a little bit more from the balcony. "We have lots of pretty dresses here."
what's wrong with what I'm wearing?
I don't think a dress will suit me.
Well, we have suits. Speaking of suits. I mean, you could just clean off, like maybe just clean your shoes, for the ballroom. They're a little muddy.
I don't get it. Like, she looks over at the other two like, I don't, this has never happened to me before.
Spock is going to take off his apron and drape it on the side after carefully folding it.
Is that all we have to do? If she just starts taking off the apron and puts it down, it's like, is that better? Like, sort of cooling back up.
And she like takes a look at your shoes. "No, there's still mud on them."
And she just takes off her boots and puts them on the counter where people are obviously cooking, and just waits. Just not out of being awkward. She genuinely thinks she's just put them, so she's now stood barefoot.
Spock takes her shoes and sets them on the floor next to her.
Oh, sorry. Is that bad luck or something?
I don't think they'd want that near the food. Perhaps we should just at least go see what the princess wants.
Okay. You can hear that like padding of just feet on stone floor as she walks up to the princess.
Yeah, so you enter and you see that same room like full of sculptures and of like monsters and like kind of Victorian, very Gothic-ish like. And
Terrifying.
right. And she like pops her head out from the next room and kind of like gestures you guys to come in, like, come on. And you just see a whole room full of like armor, a bunch of dresses. There are some I guess stuff for you guys if you guys wanted. If you wanted to change. You don't have to.
Am I gonna
I could
fit in
certainly
any
try to
of
be clean.
these?
I think you can. Who goes first?
Oh no. Like, she sort of steps forward like, what are you gonna do to me?
Well, what are your favorite colors?
I like all colors.
Okay, I have just the thing. And she goes to kind of like, there's like 2 rows of dresses, like, and she kind of walks in the middle of the rows. And she takes out this dress that's kind of like purplish, pinkish, bluish. What about this? And it's super sparkly.
She's like, okay, do you have any fancy hats?
I do. Thanks for asking. And she like opens this like armory. Right? Wardrobe. Wardrobe is what it's called. Same thing. I was like, wait, no, that's not the word.
You're doing it right. when you
Clothes
said
armory.
Clothes, says
Armoire?
Armoire. And there's just tons of hats. There's like flower crowns, like little veils, like the hats with the little veils.
Oh, if you got a flower crown, you could match friend. Oh, Lily, friend Lily.
I know, but I kind of want. And she looks over. Where's the biggest hat you've got?
It's right here.
You know, like a musketeer type hat.
Yeah, and she goes to next to that wardrobe, and there's this huge. It kind of looks like glass hat, but it's definitely like a magician's hat. It looks like kind of like that.
Yeah,
This is
can I try that one, please?
Yes, of course. And she like opens it up and like she kind of like just grabs it kind of clumsily, like she doesn't care. And she just like places it on your head. And it's at first it's a little bit too big, but then it like kind of goes up and like fits your head.
And she's like, oh, okay. And she might catch her like herself in the mirror and like, okay, I like the hat. Like she just sort of, okay, I'm done. And she goes and jumps on like one of the beds and just sits and watches. Like, you know, when a kid sits there with their hands on their lap, like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Did you end up putting the dress on at all?
Yeah, she would have put that on as well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And if you guys want, you guys should like gestures to Tinsel and Spuck. Like you guys can wear any of these beautiful dresses, or we also have this other room, and she leads you to the other room, and there's so much more armor and like I guess more for like men's clothing or whatever. So it's just like, and this is my other closet. It's amazing. It's all color coded, so you know, just go ahead, pick whatever you want. We have hats in this one and this one and in that one.
Bach would just look for a simple colored robe, perhaps maybe gray or silver.
Yeah, there's tons of those.
If it's all right with you, I think Tinsel is still standing stoically in that sitting room that we were brought into earlier, and the servants have just like put decorations on him.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, as soon as she like, I guess leads you to the other room, she notices that you don't go with her, and she just like turns around. She's like, "Oh, that is magnificent! Oh my god, yes, that is beautiful. I'm not gonna cry anymore. I just got this makeup redone. Takes a lot of time to get mascara out of your face. Okay, well, you guys look beautiful. Are you guys ready to party?
Ready to party!
Yeah, and as on her way out, she puts on like a flower crown that kind of matches Lily. And she okay, so this is like too fancy, like whatever, you know, fancy things, blah. But I'm gonna go first, okay? They're gonna do like some weird music thing, and but then you guys can follow, okay? It's just protocol, but protocol, blah. Following the rules, blah. Anyway, okay, let's go. So she slowly goes down with her big old poofy dress, and it kind of seems like she's gonna tumble and fall and like make a fool out of herself. But you know, she, after like a couple of steps and where everybody else could see her, you can clearly see that she's done this before. So, and then music, like this very happy whatever music comes and plays, and she just kind of like do 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 do. And when she gets to the very bottom of the stairs, they're very long stairs, she's just like, thank you everybody for coming to my party. I turned 15 years of age today, and I promised myself I wouldn't cry. But you guys mean a lot to me, but these are my friends, and we're not best friends. No big deal. But and she like gestures for you guys to come by. And as you guys like walk, you know, like music kind of goes into like every step, and they've brought me the most beautiful present, and I'm sure you guys did too, you know, but like they brought me like the best present ever. And also thank you, Daddy. But please enjoy yourselves. Thank you so much for being here, and just do whatever you want. And then she kind of gestures to you guys to go sit in this like huge, beautifully decorated with silver and bluish decorations, like sits down. So you guys are kind of like next to her, and this is weird, okay? Like that person sells a lot of spices. That other person is probably gonna make you I feel like you're gonna have to buy something from them, so I hope you guys have money. Very aggressively.
Someone doesn't. Look over at Tinsel.
Oh, he doesn't need money. Just look at that pose. It's great.
That's not how life works.
Apparently it does for him.
Tried music too.
It's fine. He could get away with most things, I think, around here. He's very charming. Don't tell him I said that. Anyway, so feel free to grab some desserts. Food will be here shortly, but desserts go first, in case you didn't know. Always.
Of course.
She just kind of like sits there, as it's kind of like protocol for the princess to sit there and like be greeted by everybody that comes by. And you see this one guy with like very ashy gray hair and like a big same colored mustache. You're like, my princess, thank you for inviting me to your beautiful, beautiful day. He like kind of tips his hat a little bit, and as he passes by you guys, be like, are you guys looking to buy stuff?
No.
Like, has he just approached us like really shadily, like done this? It's like,
is he wearing a trench coat?
Why would he?
Yes, he is.
Why
Like a
would
long
he?
black trench coat.
Well,
You guys, please, you have to buy something for me. But just,
what?
ties. Ties, of all colors. I have ties. Please buy ties. And like he looks around, like, just buy one, please. It's 5 gold. It's fine. Please, just buy one.
5 gold? What the hell is this tie made out of?
It's gold, clearly.
Like
It's,
a gold.
just buy one, please.
Why?
Oh.
I feel pressured into buying. This is not a good sales pitch.
like she starts like backing off and panicking a bit.
Spock would step forward and hold his hand out and be like, no need for any purchases.
I'm gonna aggressively ignore and eat my cake.
Okay, it's okay. He like walks away, like if his life depended on it. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna die because you didn't buy anything. And you know, just more people kind of approach the princess. Everybody else is like, hi, hello, nice to meet you. Blah, 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 blah. And then finally, food arrives. It's very good, very delicious. It's like these, it's kind of like these rolled, doughy things with hot sauce on them, and maybe chicken and stuff on them and cheese. They're very good. And
Delicious.
after, delicious, yeah. If you put a name to them, they're called enchiladas. Very fancy. Food
Yes,
here.
I've heard of the food.
Yeah, very fancy food in this town, this part of town.
Love them. They're good.
They're great, yeah. And then the cake finally arrives, the main cake. You've had like the side cake, you know, like chocolate cake, whatever. And then, my lady, Tilly comes out, like very, like too dressy for Tilly, I guess. It's Hello. Looks at the Thai guy and like kind of waves awkwardly, and Thai guy's like, it's like, milady, I would like to wish you happy birthday, and please know that we all worked hard for this cake. And then you see kind of Lily in the back, like really taking everything in, and some people are like, what is that? I don't know. It's probably one of the princess's friends. I don't know. The princess, blah. So, happy birthday. And this huge 3-tier cake with same thing, like blue sparkles, and it kind of like if it was real glitter, it's just super sparkly. Thank you, everybody. He like waves and dips. And then the king comes over. Hello. Thank you, Tilly. I would like to thank everybody for coming here today and getting to experience my daughter's quinceañera. It means a lot to us, and please enjoy. And then you see a bunch of butlers come and like cut slices of cake and like place them in front of you guys. And it's basically a 3-milk cake, but extra delicious because of that unicorn milk. And thank you. Also, he like points to the weird guy. Please get out of here, because impending doom is coming, and it's coming for you. And
I think the difference all of us, like, we look so nice, but then Tilly looks like he's trying too hard. We all look like we're trying just enough.
Yeah, oh yeah. You guys look great, and Tilly's just like awkward, like the hat might be a little too big for him.
Oh no, I'm sure it's fine. As I say with my large hat, and I sit and eat my cake.
Next to our paladin, who looks like he's decorated just like part of the background.
Oh yeah.
I think I've got like a streamer and maybe some ornaments or some shit hanging off of my armor.
I have snuck like 10 ornaments onto your armor by this point.
Oh yeah, of course.
Every time you pose, I just like hang a new one.
Yeah,
it's filled with them, I'm sure.
I'm so touched. You give me the gifts. I think as the weird like trench coat guy is leaving, Tinsel will surreptitiously like stop near the door, hand him his coin purse of 10 gold. Like,
yeah, he's like, oh my god, thank you. Yeah, you know how much this means to me. He, like, takes the gold, and he just like, he looks relieved, like you just saved his life basically, and then he just heads out the door. And the guards are just like, oh, not that guy again. How did he get in here? Well, you just suck at being a guard. What do you mean? You left for vacation for a week? You didn't tell anybody on our day off? It's like, oh.
I think Tinsel will stand in between them and put a hand on each of their shoulder. Friends, today is a glorious day. And I'll like reach to the other shoulders and pull them in for a hug. Be kind. And I'll go back in.
Did that decoration just hug us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that a statue? What was that?
Why do I have glitter all over my arm? And yeah, and you guys totally just enjoy this awesome party. There's lots of dancing, there's lots of food, music everywhere. Everybody's really happy. And at the end,
none of that.
Yeah. At the end, the princess hands each and every one of you guys like a little box. Like, thank you so much. And Teely, you notice that yours just kind of appears a little bit more of like a noble, like an extra fancy ring than like everybody else's. But yeah, it's up to you whether you want to put it on or not. That is my favorite ring. I really hope you take care of it. You know.
Oh, thank you. Like, she doesn't really. No one gives her things, but she puts it on, almost like to please her, to be like,
it's beautiful. It's amazing.
Does it go with the hat?
It goes great with the hat. Yes. She just like, thank you guys for being my best friends and like only friends. And she like gestures to Lily to come and like group hug. And she just like sees like some of you guys are a little bit hesitant. She just like pulls you in. She's like, thank you.
That's
And
okay. Like, she gets squeezed in the middle.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you're so small.
Yeah.
I understand this is a joyous day, but there's no need for such emotional displays.
Yeah. And she just like hugs you guys even more. And at that, like music kind of at that music kind of just like keeps playing, camera pans out slowly but surely. And everything's just so magical. And a happy day. You guys did a thing.
There's sparkles everywhere.
Oh, everywhere.
Fuck yeah.
There's glitter all like each and every one of you guys now.
Oh yeah, by the time this night is over, we're just
Never
looking
washing
like
that out.
Why would you want to?
Yeah, that's true. Sparkles, man. Sparkles. At the end.
Hey. That was awesome, Anna. That was really good.
Good job, Anna.
That was
Thanks.
great.
I might have
Right.
missed a couple of things, but it's fine. It's fine.
We didn't notice you did, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
I didn't miss anything. What are you talking
Yeah, we
about?
We made friends. So we got sparkles and we had cake. So I think you got
You
everything.
made too many friends.
Too many friends for pirate.
Everybody was friends.
Never.
We made
Never.
exactly as many friends as we needed to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I think our paladin counts everyone as a friend, so that's
I was
sort
gonna
of
say yeah.
there's like there's no gauge there.
No, it's just
Yeah, no.
friend.
Please be friends.
Right, what we'll do is we'll go round and everyone plug yourself, say where we can find you, and maybe your favourite bit or something like that. And I think we should start with our wonderful DM. Anna, that was awesome. So
Hello.
Thank you.
Yay. I'm glad you guys liked it. I had a fantastic time. I mean, like I said, it's the first time DMing, I guess, more than 3 hours, and for the second time ever, and the first time online, which,
it was
kind of
awesome.
rolled with it. You guys were awesome. Thanks for like putting up with all the shenanigans and like the too much wholesomeness. But you guys are the real MVPs. But you guys can find me places online at Cyborg Pizza on Twitch, Anna B Photo on Twitter and Instagram. I have a Patreon. I take photos and do all the fancy schmancy stuff. And that's it. That's all you need to know.
And
Awesome.
you really like blue.
You
I do.
like blue.
It's a coincidence. I'm like, or is it?
And I know I'm going to say this name wrong. Is it Anarissus?
No.
No, I'm
No.
sorry.
Do you want to try again or do you want me to tell you?
I think you should tell me. This could go on a while.
It's a Narcissus.
Anarissus, I'm sorry.
It's fine. You are not alone. I've got an Anarisis, Anarisis. I got one person
Have you seen the
who
doctor
didn't even
about
bother trying and just decided to call me anal psoriasis. So
Ooh.
yeah,
Oh my
I've had
God.
some bad mispronunciations. So you're doing pretty well. Hi, I'm Anarisis, aka Dylan Grinder. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at Anarisis. Super easy to find. I do role-playing games on my stream several times a week. Right now, because the holidays, things are a little off. But I'm getting back to playing some video games. Looking at playing I Am Setsuna soon. So if you like that sort of stuff, feel free to check me out. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. Playing just like, I mean, I like to play paladins. I frequently play paladins or characters that are essentially paladins when I get to play in a game. But taking that character and just pushing him to like 200%, being like extra paladin, but friendship was a lot of fun. And specifically, everyone giving him shit for not making any money. Good times.
And now you're poor.
Yeah.
But it's fine because
But
your friends can take
I'm-
care of you, right?
I am rich
Maybe?
in I'm rich in strong relationships with good
Mhm.
people.
Yeah.
Rich in spirit.
Definitely. You also had a
Mhm.
wild magic surge to be like, I think your charisma was 20. So I just kind of like
Oh,
stuck with it.
Jesus.
And, like, you're just super charming to everybody. So you have fans.
I wasn't sure where that came from.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Figured your God had just given you some divine intervention.
Yeah,
Totally.
basically.
Awesome. And we're going to have round to Pirate Jesus. Hello.
Hello, my name is Pirate Jesus. You can find me on Twitter under the same handle, and usually probably in the background of a certain red operatic player. She's does her own thing, and she's trying to get me to do stuff with her and such. We'll see. I really actually kind of liked the whole vibe. I didn't think it was too wholesome. I hope I didn't come off as negative to the group or so. I just finished a game where I played somebody who was really like an over the top jump gun ho sort of like cleric type. So this time I kind of enjoyed playing the straight man to everybody else's hilarious like going ons, but I enjoyed mostly all of it.
It worked for the comedy of it.
Yeah. I was
Oh
gonna
yeah,
say,
it definitely did.
You need
Yeah.
to have that, I think. A lot of things.
Yeah. I agree. No, you were great.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Awesome. And Renee. Hello.
Hi, I'm Renee. You can find me at RayDeanneR on Twitter. You can follow me everywhere else at RayDeanne, including Twitch, because I'm working my way to 50 followers for possibly making affiliate by January when I officially launch my channel, which would be great. Right now I'm doing a soft launch where I play video games and pretend like I'm not actually launching my channel yet. I am also the DM for Fate and the Fable Maidens, which is an all-women, family-friendly actual play podcast. You want more wholesome, maybe slightly fewer sparkles, but not a lot fewer sparkles. Also, Big Hats and Alice, who plays a great character on the show in episode 19. So check it out. It's at Fate FM Cast across social media or at fatefmcast.com. We have a ton of fun. I just finished wrapping streams. I wrapped Eden this week with the finale on Wednesday that Alice ran. It was amazing. Definitely check that out. And then my stream Rise of Tiamat on Nerd Immersion on Mondays just wrapped up for the year as well. But I'll be back in 2019 with a lot of stuff. And in the meantime, I'm doing a charity game with WebDM this week and Grant. And then also I'll be around for some of the holiday games on Scraticus Academy, and then more in 2019. We'll see. So that's me. It's a lot. It's great. I love it. Thanks for coming to our princess party.
Awesome. Thank you, Renee. Right, we are going to go and raid the absolutely wonderful, one of my favorite people, Bird vs. Plane. And I know Tool School's over there as well, another one of my favorite people. So last few things before we do that. Quick run through. Discord. If you want to chat to wonderful people like this about TTRPGs, D&D, or just chat anything you want, then hop into our Discord. YouTube, this will be up on YouTube ASAP. Everything, like coming to the end of the season, everything is full on, and we get to start announcing all our season 2 shows tomorrow, and I cannot wait. We will be releasing them on the days that they will be played. If you want to get in a game, give Scrat a message on Twitter. We will be doing 5 viewer games in season 2, including the Cypher system, which we are now going to introduce to that as well. Also, we now do this full time, thanks to you wonderful people, and way to support us is Patreon, or our merch, which you can get via Redbubble, because we've got our Christmas jumper out at the moment. And also we have some seriously wonderful sponsors. Bird in the Storm, which is Tool School, and the wonderful Bird vs. Plane, which we are planning to do some stuff in the new year, which I can't say anything, but I'm really, really excited about the project we're working on. Our other one is Mage Hand Press, who you may have seen the Dark Matter alpha content used on Argo 37, which was another viewer game. But other than that, I think Scrat and I are going to go have a break for a week. We've got a few more shows on today, And then we are doing 41 games in the 12 days of Christmas. It's a little insane, but I can't wait. I'm White Rabbit Pick. That's where you can find me on Twitter. Keep evoking emotions, guys. Go and send some love over to Toolspawn Bird. And we will see you later in a couple of hours. Bye.